Ladies and gentlemen, the 2004 football squad, we're going to go through some of their accomplishments real quick because they really achieved about as much as you could do during a football season. The 2004 squad, first off, had the most wins in school history with 9. They was the second undefeated regular season team in school history. 1953 had a record of 8-0-1. The Oilers outscored their opponents that season 314 to 99 with a 31.4 points per game average opposed to giving up 9 points a game. They were the first ever school team ranked in the state poll. Week 7 they were number 10, week 8 number 9, and the highest ranking was number 6 at week 10. The highest ranking in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch with number 3 in the small school division. They were recognized by the East Alton-Wood River School Board as the Oiler Achievers. And the game of the year was the upset of the number 2 team in the state, the Carlinville High School Cavaliers. The Oilers were down 20-0 at halftime, and their defense stood tall and shut them down, and the Oilers came back and won that game 21-20 over the second-ranked team in the state. To mention some of the player achievements, all-conference honorable mention, Mike Corey and Jason Pollard. All-conference selection, Jonathan Alessandrini, Kyle Herron, Jason Pollard, Zach Robbins, Mike Young, Tim Camp, and Chris Stratton. Alton Telegraph all-area team, Jonathan Alessandrini, Mike Corey, Jason Pollard, Kyle Herron, and Mike Young. IHSA all-state selection, Jonathan Alessandrini, first team selection at running back. IHSA all-state honorable mention, Mike Young at defensive back and Kyle Herron on offensive line. IHSA first team all-academic squad, Kyle Herron offensive line and Tim the Duke Camp at linebacker. But don't forget nicknames, guys. Alton Knights of Columbus, defensive back of the year, Mike Young. Alton Knights of Columbus, offensive lineman of the year, Cody Strohmeyer. And Jonathan Alessandrini and Tim Camp were both in that competition and were like number 2 in the voting, so great job, guys. Now we want to recognize the guys that are here tonight. At quarterback, number 16, Mike Corey. Step up, Mike. At center, number 63, Kyle Herron. At middle linebacker and fullback position, number 44, Tim the Duke Camp. And at fullback and defensive end, number 35, Corey Murphy. One of the best kickers in school history for the Oilers, went on to play collegiate ball, number 45, Jason Pollard. At a middle linebacker position and offensive guard, number 55, Zach the Hitman Robbins. And this guy was one of the hardest hitters I ever saw. Offensive end and D-back, number 5, Chris Stratton. At halfback position and defensive back, number 6, Mike Young. And at halfback and defensive back, number 1, numero uno, Jonathan A. Train Alessandrini. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just a small group of the gentlemen that competed that year on that team. A lot of these guys went on to play collegiate ball, if not in football and other sports. I know we had a couple of guys that played baseball in college and were outstanding in their collegiate career. ranked in the top in the country in some of the areas. I know that 2 of the guys were ranked in the top in the country in hitting, and one of the young men was a top 50 outfielder in the country. So we had some great athletes as well as football players. Mike Corey, the quarterback, went on to play collegiate ball. Played football. Kyle Heron played football. I'm not sure about what each one of the other guys did because we didn't have time to get all the stats together tonight, but we want to thank all these guys for coming out tonight. Great job, and what an accomplishment. The 2004 Undefeated Football Squad.